Some people feel there is both a racial and a generational divide in Ward 5. A, is that true? And if it is, B, can you bridge it?
I think it's more of a class issue in Ward 5. You've got people who've been in areas of Ward 5 for decades, including my family, who in some cases, there's just a certain level of inertia, resistance to change. And then you've got new residents, new families to Ward 5 who perhaps were renters in areas like DuPont Circle or Adams Morgan who decided to purchase and were attracted to all the things we described earlier about Ward 5. And so, but I think this is not something we should focus on as a negative. I see this as an opportunity to really bridge the gap, to bring people together, to bridge coalitions, to essentially provide leadership that transcends race, religion, gender, class, sexual orientation, to build the coalitions necessary to get things done in Ward 5.
Do you have an agenda when you hit the ground running, as they like to say? You don't want to hit the ground.
What are your issues?
What do you want to do when you first get in there, other than make sure that people know you're not Harry Thomas?
Right. So they're not my issues, per se. I think they're the issues that residents of Ward 5 have been clamoring to have an advocate for. I mean, we haven't had anybody down at the Wilson Building over the last 3 months. And so, things that are important to people in Ward 5 are sort of similarly important to people across the city. Affordable housing is clearly an issue for people who want to be able to live in the nation's capital, particularly people who have, perhaps have lived here their entire lives, gone off to college, and have come back saddled with debt, but would like to be able to, start their families and get good jobs. And so affordable housing is something that's important.
And you've got a good housing stock in Ward 5, but is crime a big issue?
Crime is a big issue. I mean, people want to feel safe when they leave their homes, and so quality of life issues. We've had some burglaries in certain parts of Ward 5, and so we want to be able to tackle those and work with Chief Lanier and the folks at MPD to make sure we handle those issues. But education is something that's critical to Ward 5 residents as well. We haven't had a middle school in Ward 5 for some years now. And so I'm pleased to see that, in the budget, it's funding to bring 2 quality middle schools back to the parents and the children of Ward 5. And I'm anxious to get to work to see that through.